And you're welcome back. Thank you for joining us. And of course, staying with us, it is time to gather under the Iroko. And the XOXO of entertainment is here with us. Debbie XOXO, that's her Instagram handle. You might want to go and check her out. Hi, Debbie. Good morning.
Good morning, Uche. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Debbie.
How are you, Uche? How are you, Judge?
Why do you like this? Is it panel of judges, co-debaters, and audience?
Of course, you know, when I'm here, I'm actually your judge. You know,
Oh.
I'm actually the judge to whatever case we actually center on this table.
Okay.
And it's good to have both of you. It's good to have me in the middle because, you know, I'm always like on one side and I have both of you to always contend with from far.
You like
so
being
anybody
flanked.
says what they're not supposed to say,
Uppercut.
I know. All right, let's go straight into it. Yesterday was actually International Boyfriend Day. Josh.
Ooh.
Boyfriend day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you aware?
I'm not aware.
So nobody wished you. Are you that bad?
We did-
Nobody wants you.
We're on the street hustling. So
No,
what's
Josh,
happening?
I'm not letting you free on this one easy because you're the person that will not allow us to hear. The person I'm with, the person I'm with,
of course,
the person I'm with.
of course.
Where is she?
She was also hustling.
So she did show herself.
So no boyfriend day
No,
celebration.
we know how we do
something.
it.
How do you do it?
How do you do it?
Let's discuss this outside.
Mashio. A whole Boyfriend International Day. You got
Yeah.
nothing.
No, we're
You
hustling.
didn't even get boxers or
Or
even
singlets.
perfume. You didn't get nuts.
No, I got something.
Even socks.
I got something.
If I hear
No. Josh got something.
I got something.
It's okay.
But that's the kind of conversation you like. I know.
That's why I like you.
Because it's showing on your face.
Ha! You not even tell us what you got. So how do you know
No,
what
I
I
got
like?
something. I got love.
all right.
I got affection.
What
I got
type
the
of
cause.
love?
Now you want me to start talking about
Yes,
it?
please.
Okay, I'm
we'll
starting
talk
to
about
rethink
that
my
later.
decision of being in the middle. But
You've been ambushed.
really, Maria yesterday welcomed a child.
Wow.
And we're not sure if it's a boy or a girl.
We don't care. It's a
As
child.
long as the child.
A child is a child.
And that's what makes us African sometimes.
Mhm.
We're so
No,
gender
like,
sensitive.
no,
Why?
it's not about being gender sensitive. I have to be sure, like, oh, Maria welcomed the baby boy, or she welcomed the baby girl. Saying Maria welcomed the child for me is
We
kind
bless the God of
clingy.
our fathers who has blessed us with
All
a
right,
child.
Uche is like this because she actually loves Maria.
Yes,
And,
with my full chests.
considering the whole circumstance to the union and then the childbirth, Maria is actually not my favorite person. But then again, congratulations to her. And yeah, more increase to the Kelvin family. I think he has 4 before, Abby,
With the ex-wife.
with the ex-wife.
Yeah.
So that's making 5. Well, keep it up. We hope both of you
Imagine the
find
post.
happiness and joy. But congratulations.
Amen.
Childbirth is actually a very beautiful thing, no
Thank
matter the
you.
circumstance.
Now
We don't
you're
have to think
getting
about
it.
the circumstance. All right, enough of the bants. Let's go straight into today's discussion. So the first story, the release of President Bola Ahmed's CSU certificate presented to former Vice President Atiku Abubakar's legal team on Monday sparked reactions on social media. Atiku obtained victory at the court in his first legal battle to probe into the academic qualification of Tinubu in the February 25th presidential poll. Tinubu had supplied certificates from the Chicago State University to the Independent National Electoral Commission to secure eligibility to participate in the elections. Now let's take a look at some of the reactions on social media. Now the first reaction from A+A, and he said, I have always said this, the released documents are only raw materials for the actual discoveries, which answers must be given in real time. No room to manufacture answers and documents. The next reaction from Clarita Oga, and she said, I don't think Tinubu was fighting hard to prevent the release of his documents. After all, most of the documents were already in the public domain. He was fighting to prevent the deposition of CSU employees. I believe there's more to this story, and CSU is complicit. The next reaction. Because of Tinubu, you downplayed drug trafficking, downplayed forgery, downplayed perjury, downplayed tribalism, downplayed violence. You lost your integrity because of your allegiance to one man, just one man. Another reaction said, this CSU saga just proves that Peter Obi was right when he said that the amount of rascality going on in the country is why we are not moving forward. Bat is the most controversial leader we have seen in Nigeria. Can he be honorable enough to walk away quietly from Aso Rock? That was the question. And the final reaction. in the world, not Nigeria or Africa, is the first first-class graduate to hide his results. The first person to graduate as a woman from a boys' secondary school, and the first woman to rule Nigeria. Also the first woman to marry a woman openly in Nigeria and give birth to Shay. Okay, there's one more reaction. How this whole thing will still turn out in his favor baffles me. Will be all right. Uche, how do you react?
No, I'm still shocked at the second to the last reaction.
Yeah, okay. Apparently, in the certificate, if you can have the certificate, up in it. There was actually a part where they indicated that
the gender of the person
is actually female. And the time he actually claimed to graduate from, I think, girls' college. Girls' school is actually a girls' school, and you are a guy. So how is it possible that you actually graduated from a girls' school?
And the school was created 4 years
after he claimed.
Said he graduated.
Although they've not said anything about it yet, we're just working with what is actually out there on the internet. So how do you react to this?
It is. We've been talking about it all day actually on the show. It's beyond crazy. Okay, in more developed climes, if this kind of allegation, these kind of gross allegations are leveled against anybody at any level, the first thing is to suspend the person's position for a while in the first place. If the person is honorable enough to own the shame that comes with this type of situation, they would step down from managerial or whatever position they occupy. But unfortunately, we're Africans living in Africa where leaders clench onto power like it's their birthright. So I'm not even surprised that he's not making any statement or saying anything about this or, showing remorse or something. While we're, like I always tell Josh, it is about to be a very interesting period of time because a revelation of this level and coming from a very, competent court of jurisdiction in the United States is not going to be child's play. It's not going to be business as usual, if you understand. And he did mention a couple of weeks before this revelation came up, President Tinubu did mention that if these certificates do come out, they are going to grossly affect him as a person. And I'm guessing this is what he meant, because it does not make any sense. From what point to what point do you graduate 4 years before the school even came into existence? And how do you have your credentials, the direct opposite of everything that you are? It doesn't make any sense. Like the school also released what the certificates that were released from their school at the period of time that he claims to graduate looked like, and it was totally different from what we have that is belonging to our president. I'm really hoping, I must also say that I'm very disappointed by the APC's reaction to all this saga, because you people can either keep quiet at this time and put your house together, or tell us something that is meaningful, that makes sense. But all that conversation about how you're trying to attack Atiku for doing what he is supposed to doesn't make any sense. I'm really hoping that Nigerians get the answers that they deserve, because this is not a way to go about it.
Josh, how do you react?
Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, let's call it what it is. It is shame because this shouldn't be happening to Nigeria, one of the largest black race in the world. And we see this kind of things happening when an individual becomes more powerful than an institution. You read from the tweet where someone was saying, just because of one man, they're playing down on drug trafficking issue. Because of one man, they're playing down on perjury. Because of one man, they're playing down on identity theft and all that. Just one man. So it means that one man is more powerful than even institution, the judiciary, and of course, the security arm. We can see what's happening. How would an individual who occupies the highest office of the land not be able to uphold a high moral standard when it comes to integrity? An individual saying that he bags out with a first class and is scared of making it public. We're not talking about your medical record, because like I've always said, health to a great extent is a gift from God. Not everyone has a degree of good health. So an individual can decide to say, okay, because of certain health reasons, so I don't get stigmatized, please, can you just withhold that? But not academic record. You don't need to ask the university for permission to release your certificate. It should be there. Even when you are applying for a job, it beholds on the company to do their own background check. Let's know who this guy is, right? Did he actually graduate from this school? So when you see such kind of things and someone telling you that releasing or making a full disclosure of this certificate will create an irreparable damage, Then at the same time, you're saying that you back that with a first class. How can we juxtapose that?